Hello, I am Precious Swain Peaks, owner of Anointed for Prosperity Bookkeeping and more. And I am here today to explain in a little more detail the benefits of using the Google tools for your business. I know many of us have the Google email address, and a lot of us, just to be honest, hopped on it because it was free and we just needed to make a quick email. But let's look a little deeper because attached to that email is a whole plethora of tools that are also free that can help you grow your business. I'm going to take a moment to share my screen and we'll walk through step by step. So, of course, you're familiar with Gmail, and you know that for a while you had the ability to do hangouts and chat, set up meetings, join meetings, which is actually phasing out. But what else are you able to do other than just Gmail? This square of dots that most people really don't pay attention to is a whole world of tools. So if you click your dots, you'll see one of the first things is business profile. If we click business profile, it takes us to the Google Business Profile Manager, which in essence is Google My Business. So if we came over here and we said Google My Business, it's going to take us pretty much to the place. And as you would see from this screen, it will give you the ability to sign in to your Gmail account and create a free business profile. What does this free business profile give you the opportunity to do? It allows you to be found on Google Maps. It allows you to be found in the Google search engine. So as you see, this one is PLP Sanitation. It belongs to me, so I can pull it up with no privacy issues. As you see, this is the home. It shows you the performance. It shows you where it's viewable. You can get updates. You can manage it. You can get messages from your customers in a chat formatted situation. It will walk you through getting a professional email directly from Google. It lets you create posts to share sales or whatever you would like to share with your customers. Your customers can leave you a review. You can put your hours. And if you were to purchase Google Ads, you would have an additional ad credit that would be applied. You can add pictures. It will give you insights, etc. This is a free but very beneficial tool if you have a physical business location. So we're going to come out of there and we're going to go right on back over to these nice little dots. And we see Google Drive. Google Drive is a platform, of course, still linked to your email address, that provides you with 15 free gigs of cloud storage for you to create and store various types of information. So when you hit my drive, it'll show you all that's in your drive. If someone shares something with you, You click shared with me, it will show someone else has shared with you. You your recent items to make them easy to get to. If you favorited anything, you can put it in the starred folder. When you go to new, it will allow you to create a folder so that you can keep your documents organized. It will allow you to upload a file directly from your computer device or device because it will work on your phone and your tablet. Or you can upload a whole folder of information. You can create a new document in Google Docs from a blank document or a template. Google Docs works like Word. You can create a spreadsheet in Google Sheets, also from a blank or a template, and Google Sheets works like Excel. Google Slides, blank or from a template, it works like PowerPoint. And Google Forms, you can use a blank form, you can use a blank quiz, or you can create from a template. If you're wondering what a form would look like, let's take a quick look at a template. So if you had needed a contact information sheet that people could actually type in, a party invite, t-shirt sign up, these things are documents that people can actually fill out and the responses would come back to you. When you log in to check your responses, you would click responses and it would tell you. If you wanted to view what it would look like, you can preview it. You can change the colors in it. You can send it. You can also share it as a link. For the most part, that is the function of Google Docs. Google Docs has an awesome feature in Chrome for those who like talk to type. In the Chrome browser, if you are using Google Docs, it will allow you to talk to type. And that is pretty much the most of Google Drive. So if we go back to these dots, come on here and go back to email. We go back over into the dots. We see that our contacts have a special place just for themselves. You can categorize. You can have the most frequently contacted. You can merge and fix. You can categorize. Of course, you know with calendar, it's an additional calendar. You can add people to your calendar. You can add other calendars and sync it. Google Translate. Google Translate are for those of us who are language challenged. If you have something that you're going to say in English and you want to translate it to German or Japanese or Italian or something that will be common for us would be Spanish. As you see, it shows you the noun version, the verb version. It will help make life easy if you are trying to communicate with a customer that speaks a different language than you. It also can be copied to use in a document if needed. Some of you are already using Duo. Duo is an app that you can communicate that works kind of like FaceTime. So if you have an iPhone but you have Android users that you deal with, you could utilize Duo on your phone in a FaceTime like capacity, but with an Android user. Finance. For those of us who track stock, Google has a place where you can go look directly at what's going on in the stock market and in the areas of finance. You can make it where this shows on your opening screen. You can also set up a new portfolio. As we discussed, docs, sheets, and slides you can come here and use them individually, but they would live in your Google Drive. Google Books. Google Books, you can come and look for books. And these are the only books that I have currently available on Google Books, also known as Google Play. In Google Play, you can find books. You can add them to your Google library so that you are able to access them. If you were looking for Art of War, Art of Seduction, Art of Deception, books on taxes, books on hip hop, they have a variety of books. Blogger. If you are looking to start a blog, Blogger is a free place to start your blog. It is linked with your Gmail account, so automatically you can sync it to your AdSense account. When you hit sign in, it will sign into it with your email address. As you see, in this particular email address, I don't have any, but this is what it would look like for you to go in and set up. For those of you that deal with children, Google Classroom is a really good way of being able to hold actual online sessions, upload online information or virtual class information. The children would be able to use the classroom utilizing their Gmail login. Google Earth. Trying to locate something. You want to see something? Log on to Google Earth. Google Ads. Ads is where you can go in and set up your ads that show on Google.com, YouTube, Google Maps. This is not free. Podcasts. For those of you that want to create podcasts, that want to listen to podcasts, Google Podcasts are free. If you found a podcast that you like that you wanted to add by RSS feed, you would simply click here and add the RSS feed so that it would generate on your podcast homepage. Your subscriptions, your queue, RSS feeds. I clearly have not set anything up in here, but if I wanted to search a podcast, let's see if it's in here. There is my podcast. I guess I should subscribe to it, but this is my podcast. As you see, there's episodes on the podcast. And on the Swain Girl Media podcast, we have a variety of shows. Looking to travel and don't want to have the expense of a travel agent? Go to Google Travel. Now, I don't say this to keep you from going to travel agents. I personally love travel agents because I don't want to do the work. But for those who just want to be able to hop on and find the least expensive price, as you see, you can go right on Google. And automatically, Google is automatically telling you the popular locations. You can catch a $50 flight to Miami, $38 to Atlanta, $46 to New York. When you go through, you see there's so much more that Google has to offer. Google for education, teachers, daycare workers, tap in. Google Workspace for education, Google Classroom, Google Chromebooks. When you go through, these are more things that Google offers. Lots of apps use the Google Authenticator. Google has a Find My Device app for Android phones, a Family Link, a Google Fit. Google has a payment system. Google is the owner of Waze. Waze is a mapping system similar to Google Maps. Waze will tell you where the police are located along the road, where the accidents are located along the road. You also see how to share in ways you can also put your business. Advertise with Ways is where you can go in to place your business. Of course, you see all the variations of YouTube. Google Voice, the way to have an alternative phone number. For me, I use my Google Voice for my internet promotions, my business card promotions, my billboard promotions. Why would I do that? To protect my personal space. They can text, as you see, they can call, they can leave a voicemail. When they do this, it rings to my personal phone. To create one, you would go to voice.google.com or the series of dots. Tools specifically for business owners. I'm going to hop over Google Manufacturer Center. Google Merchant Center. So in the platform that we went simply to get an email, there is so much more available for us to be able to use, to grow, to learn, to benefit. Explore lessons. Reach out, hop out, and grow yourself. Don't sit and say, there's no budget. These items are free. With the exception of the actual Google Ads for advertising, the rest of this is available to help you grow. Utilize it. Take advantage of it. Grow from it. Okay? They have a coding class. They have teaching resources. They have products. Here's why. They give you training and support. We all see with what's going on in society, whether we like it or not, we need to be prepared for virtual learning. We need to be prepared for long distance interactions. We need to become familiar with the tools that are available for us. And they really do send the information out at no charge because we were able to request the information and teach a coding class to young children. Google Earth gives you a pretty up close view. Right now, what's in there is an address that I pulled up to look for something a few days ago, but it really is extremely detailed. So if you are looking for something, we'll say Gainesville, Florida. And what would be a draw to Gainesville outside of UF? Well, outside of UF, let's take a look at the National Museum. Let's see how close we can get to it. So you can use it for research, for the things that you are working to figure out. The other thing that Google has is Google for nonprofits. Google for nonprofits gives Google Ad Grants as a YouTube program, Google Earth and Maps, Google Workspace. How are you eligible? You can't be a government entity, you can't be a hospital or healthcare provider, and you cannot be a school because they have Google for Education for schools. And you would register with TechSoup because TechSoup handles the verification process. That is our overview of the Google tools that benefit business and nonprofit. If you have any questions, any concerns, please, as always, feel free to reach out. As you see on Instagram, I can be found at underscore Precious Swain. For a free consultation or information, you can reach out on anointedforprosperity.com, or you can email me at info@anointedforprosperity.com. I hope that you found this short tidbit beneficial. If you need assistance with marketing and advertising and do not want to do it yourself, you would like to have a professional do it for you. If you reach out to Imprecious Entertainment, which can be found imprecious.ent@gmail.com or imprecious.ent.com, or Peak Level Productions at peaklevelproductions.com, of course, or Peak Level and the number one at Gmail. They will be happy to assist you. Again, I am Precious Swain Peaks, owner of Anointed for Prosperity Bookkeeping and more. We offer, of course, accounting services, payroll. We are tax professionals. We are QuickBooks Online Pro Advisors and Lien Law Pro Advisors. We are here to assist in any which way we can. Allow us to help you get your business in order.